Hi there, welcome to this Yoga Foundations class, 45 minutes of moving and breathing. And today we're going to look at the three technologies of yoga: breath, bandhas and drishti. What does that mean? Breath, breathing in and out through the nose in a calm, steady way. Bandha, that means locks, and we lift up our pelvic floor called our root lock, mula bandha, to connect to us on the inside and to give ourselves pelvic stability. And drishti, that means our looking spot. Where are you looking? Where are you giving your attention? And by focusing on these three elements, we are elevating a practice of shapes to a practice of yoga. So it's a movement, how to transform a movement practice into a yoga practice is with these three things: look, squeeze and breathe. So I'll be breaking them down individually and we'll be weaving them into our practice. Are you ready? Let's go. You'll need a belt, please, if you have one. Let's start just getting the spine moving in cat-cow. Hands spread nice and broadly, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back, push the floor away. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, push the floor away. Really feeling the ground, waking up your body. Waking up the spine, the central energy channel, huge part of our nervous system, our energy superhighway. Come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, lift the right arm up, look up at your top hand, and exhale, thread it through, threading the needle underneath. Breathing in and breathing out. Just waking up the upper back, breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to center. Other side. Left arm lifts. Exhale, thread it through. Get your head down. Feel what it's like to get your head on the floor. I like to think of the earth as like a magnet sucking out all that unnecessary thought patterns, the churning. Come back to center. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips, keep the knees bent, lengthen the spine, downward facing dog. Let your head go. So really feel the ground through your fingers and the palms of your hands, pedaling out your feet. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Breathe, inhale and exhale. Inhale, drop the knees to the floor, and exhale, sit down. So we're going to look at the first one of those things I mentioned. Look, squeeze and breathe. So that's the three things that we do in every pose in that order. So where are you looking? Let's do a bit of eye yoga. So first of all, rub the palms together. Let's just warm up our eyes. Make a cup, place it over your eyes and feel the warmth of your hands, relaxing your eye muscles. Bring your awareness to your eyes. They're directly plugged into your brain. So many messages we receive through the eyes, but we're going to focus our attention. So yoga is a practice of focusing our awareness and our attention on the inside. And the first way of doing that, a really important way, is by stopping scanning, stopping looking around, focusing the gaze. Okay, release your hands. Now, take your arm out in front of you. I'm going to take my right arm, whatever you're leading, your dominant hand is. Place your thumb up and out in front of you. And look at your thumbnail. Just sit nice and comfortably, shoulders relaxed. And then keep your gaze on your thumbnail as you bring it towards your nose and look at your thumb. Follow the gaze, the thumb with your gaze. Take it out, straighten the arm. And bring it in. All the while, don't hurry. You can't really get this wrong. Look at your nose. You can feel yourself going cross-eyed a little bit, looking away. So we're focusing our gaze, but we're also exercising our eye muscles, which can get a little bit stuck at kind of keep going screen length on the nose. And this time, as you extend the arm, point the thumb to the most distant object in front of you. Look along your thumb and now focus your gaze onto that object in the distance. Keep the face nice and soft. Okay, raise the thumb again, bring the gaze back to the thumb, bring the thumb back to the nose, and then from there, palming again, rub your hands, press your palms, cup your palms over your eyes, relax your eye muscles. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Release the hands. We're going to look in a circle, rather a semicircle now. Take that same hand out in front of you, look at your thumb, and then raise the thumb up, but don't get ahead of your thumb with your gaze. Just follow it round, take it wide, keep your head where it is, so we're not moving the head. Follow the thumb with your gaze, looking out the corner of your eye. Bring it all the way down till it almost disappears from view. Bring it out in front of you and release the hand. We're going to do the same again with the other hand, but this time to stabilize the head a bit, you're going to just put your right hand or your dominant hand under your chin, take the other thumb out in front of you, look at your thumbnail, take it up, don't take your gaze from your thumb, just till it's about to disappear from view, keep your chin where it is, looking out the corner of your eye, almost till you can't see anything out of your thumb. Take it down till it almost disappears. Right to the bottom, keep looking down. All the way up, out in front of you. And release. One more. I'm just going to take it out wide. So switch sides. So the left hand or your non-dominant hand under your chin, thumb out in front of you. Okay, we're just going to go straight to the side. So out at a right angle or nearly a right angle. However far you can go. Oh, it's so hard not to move the chin, isn't it? Oh, look, look, look. And then bring it back to center. Don't hurry. Oh, this bit's tricky. For me anyway. Oh. Switch sides. Take the thumb out. Take it out to the side. Look, keep looking till it disappears from view almost. And then bring it all the way back in. Keep your thumb on your gaze on your thumb. Don't get ahead of yourself. And relax. One more round of palming. Close your eyes behind your palms. Take a deep breath in. And long, slow breath out. Release the hands. So you'll notice as we go through our practice, each pose has a looking spot. So we commit to where we're looking. And that puts our neck in a good place for the posture, but it also stops us scanning the room, especially if you're in a class. Stops you kind of thinking about all the stuff you have to do. Okay, so the next one of these three things, we've done look, and we're now going to do squeeze. So stand up. What are we going to squeeze? We're going to squeeze our mula bandha, our pelvic floor. So just take your feet out wide, turn the feet out in horse stance, and lift up the muscles of the pelvic floor like you're trying to stop yourself from peeing, and relax. Just lift and relax. We're just going to find them initially. Lift and relax. Lift and relax. Okay, so lift. Keep that engagement. It's not a kind of hard yanking. It's a kind of soft engagement, lifting the energy up on the inside, connecting to how we feel on the inside, and keeping that engaged. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. Look at your thumbs. Really see your thumbs. Exhale, bend your knees, fold all the way down. Relax your head. Take your fingertips to the floor. Let your head go. Inhale, come up. Keep the knees bent. Place the hands on the knees. Lift up your pelvic floor if you've let the mula bandha drop off. So I want to just keep that engagement. Keep your legs where they are, and let's start to move the shoulders. One shoulder drops. You almost feel like you're pushing the knee away. So the knees stay nice and steady over the ankles. Feeling the ground, feeling the connection between mula bandha, pelvic floor, and the ground. So mula means root, bandha means lock. So not only does it connect us to the earth, it's like an earthing tool, but it connects us to our root chakra, Muladhara chakra, the base chakra. So that's a foundation, the stabilizing part of our practice. Okay, come back to center. Inhale, come all the way up, straighten the legs. So we're going to feel Mula Bandha. So from the outside. Okay, so just wriggle your finger and feel the coccyx, like the pointy bit at the base of your spine. Give it a good feel. Okay, take your feet to where they were. Okay, and release mula bandha, just don't engage it. Bend your knees, and now engage it, and just see what happens. Can you feel that tailbone moving? So you should feel it slightly sort of drawing down and forward. So you can see it stops us overarching the back when we've got mula bandha engaged, but also gives us a lovely connection to the inside and some pelvic stability. So there you go. You've connected with your mula bandha. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, lion's breath out. Straighten the arms. Lift mula bandha, squeeze. And coming all the way up. Just gently keep that engaged. Okay, so we've done look, drishti. We've done squeeze, mula bandha, bandha. And the next one is breath. So for this, we're going to take your belt, please. And sit down on the floor. Okay, so we're just going to move and breathe in time, as well as opening up our chest and shoulders. So take the belt about an arm's width, just do a little test, make sure you're not wriggling to get it over. You want to just extend the belt so you've got enough length to get a decent stretch at the kind of stretchiest point, but not so you're sticking your chin out and wriggling. Okay, so the trick here is we're going to breathe in and out through the nose, and the inhale is going to be the same length as the exhale, and the belt, we're going to move it up and back, is going to move in time with the breath, not getting ahead of ourselves. When you're ready, just take a normal breath in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. We're going to inhale for a count of 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Tiny pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. All the way down. Tiny pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Tiny pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Keep going like this. Counting in your head. Exhale. So you can hear your breath is moving at a steady pace. Your inhale is the same length as your exhale. And your movement is overlaid on the breath, not the other way around. So the breath is the beat, and the movement overlays on top. So really the movement is secondary to the breath. So although this is a movement practice, it's primarily a breath practice. So when we say it's not about the shapes, it's about breathing and using the shapes as tools to find out what messages our body's telling us. And how do we know what messages our body's telling us? Because we're breathing, we're squeezing mula bandha, and we're looking, and we're creating these 3 things that give us awareness of what's happening in the body. So it's a practice of awareness. And it's also the medicine, you know, these movements, they're really certainly helping me stretch my chest, which gets so tight from doing all the typing that I do, and release. Okay. When you're ready, stand up. Maybe you can stand up without using your hands. Give that a go. Nice. You're going to come to the top of the mat. Setting up for a little flow, couple of sun salutations. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Shoulders roll back. Feel your feet pushing into the ground. Lift your kneecaps. Engage mula bandha and feel how it slightly draws the tailbone down. Roll the shoulders back. Now breathing in and out through the nose, making a slight contraction in the vocal folds like you're whispering. So on the inhale and the exhale, you keep this contraction like a ha sound, but with your mouth closed. And it creates this lovely sound that's louder than your thoughts, all helping to focus our awareness on ourselves. This is your practice of tuning into you. Let's put some movement on it. Inhale, sweep the arms up, hearing the sound. Press the palms, look at those thumbs, and then follow the thumbs down as you place the fingertips on the floor, bending your knees if you need to. Relax your head and look at your navel. Now, inhaling, slide the hands up the shins, coming into a flat back. Look at the tip of your nose and squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, hands down, walk back into downward facing dog. Gazes towards the navel. Look, squeeze and breathe. Hearing the sound, that steady sound of the ocean breath. Don't move your eyes. Feel mula bandha, pelvic floor. Hearing the sound of your breath. That's all you need to do yoga. So if you think you can't do yoga because you're not bendy, if you can look, squeeze and breathe, you are doing yoga. Breathing in once more and breathing out. Bend your knees, walk your hands to the back of the mat, make a fist at the base of your spine with your fingers and take your arms up, relax your head. Ooh. You can either look between your feet or at your navel. Look, squeeze, breathe, hearing the sound. So the ujjayi breath, this ocean breath, makes a sound that's louder than your thoughts and it's calming the mind chatter. So we're tuning into you. We're silencing the inner critic by turning up the breath and having a chance to listen more to what the body's telling us. How do we feel on the inside? Squeeze mula bandha a bit more to get more feeling on the inside. Release the hands, shake out the wrists, walk the hands back into downward facing dog. On the next inhale, come into plank, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Look down in front of you. Press the floor away, broaden across the upper back, squeeze the thighs towards each other and squeeze your glutes. So feel how much of the back body is switching on. Hearing the sound of the breath. So we've got a huge amount of awareness of our body, even though we're not looking at it. We can really feel it. And we can feel it because we are looking, squeezing and breathing. Tuning out distractions. Exhale, lower the knees. Point the toes, bend the elbows. We're going to lower all the way to the floor on a count of 3, 2, so strengthen the arms, 1, come all the way down. Press the little toenails on the floor, squeeze the glutes, inhale, lift the chest, so my navel is still down, and draw the hands towards the back of the mat, but they're stuck. Feel the back switching on. Exhale, chin down, straighten your arms. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. I'm going to step the right foot forward between the hands. You may need to drop your back knee and step it forward that way. Everybody come into a lunge with the back knee off. Very nice. Draw back through your fingertips, draw your chest forward, press down in the feet. Looking forward, pick a spot to look at, look, squeeze, breathe. Being really present in this lovely leg strengthener, hip opener. And now press the right hand down, taking a twist, left arm up, looking up at your top thumb. Keep your gaze on your thumb. Feel mula bandha, hearing your breath. Same length for the inhale and the exhale. And now follow the thumb as that right hand comes all the way forward. Reach as far forward as you can. Bend even more deeply into that front knee. Reach, reach, reach. And then slide the hand outside the foot as you step back. Downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Maybe with the knees down. And coming into your lunge. Take the chest forward. So see if you can lift your chest off your thighs by pressing your feet down. So if you've kind of lost your way in a pose a bit, first thing to do is feel the ground, squeeze mula bandha, and on the exhale, just start again. Feel the pose rising up out of the exhale. Okay, taking the twist, twisting to the left now. Draw your navel in a bit more. Keep looking at your thumb. Maybe lift your right hip a bit more. Push down with everything that's on the floor. Lifting up on the inside. Okay, keeping your gaze on your thumb. Take that thumb all the way forward. Reach as far forward as you can. Maybe bend the front knee a little more. Really getting into that hip. Folding down. Maybe your head even might come to the floor. And then slide that hand outside the foot, back into downward facing dog. Nod your head yes. Shake it out no. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Blubber your lips. Soften your knees, look forward, make your way to the top of the mat, so walk or jump, forward, look up. Exhale, fold, look at your navel. Inhale, pressing into the feet, sweep the arms overhead, see your thumbs, press the palms. Exhale, hands down by your side. Very nice. Step the feet out wide. We're going to do some warrior two and triangle now, but with an extra gaze point focus. Okay. So warrior two, to set up your stance, your heels are in line, turn the right foot forward, bend the front knee so the front shin is vertical, slide the back foot back and turn it in until you get a decent stretch in that back leg. So that is your setup, that is your stride for warrior two. Make sure your hips are level with the floor, not up or down, and take the arms out wide. Looking over the front fingers, look, squeeze and breathe. Feel the ground, feel mula bandha, hear your breath. Breathing in once more and breathing out. Inhale, straighten the front leg. We're going to take a long triangle now, reach forward and down for the shin and take the left arm up, triangle. It's a slightly longer stance than we normally do, and there's a reason for that. It'll become clear in the next pose. Looking up at your top thumb. And then take the hand behind you, reach the left arm for the right inner thigh, keep the front leg straight, and just let the neck go. Oh, nice neck stretch. Take that hand all the way up again, and exhale. Rebend the front knee, warrior two. Same thing on the other side. Either you can swap legs or just do it to the back of the mat. Warrior two. At the back of the mat, so remember front shin vertical, decent stretch in the back leg, hips nice and level, looking over your front fingers. Shoulder blade squeeze, mula bandha lift, so get into it quickly, look, squeeze and breathe, and then you can enjoy the feeling of what it's like to be you in this pose with full awareness. So anything your body's trying to tell you here, any kind of new sensations, we want to go to where it feels good. So I always go to like 70% of my maximum and then turn up my breath and see if I need to go deeper, if there's something else I need to do, if I need to back off. Okay, when you're ready, straighten the front leg, reach forward and down, take the shin on the hand on the shin, top arm up, look over your top hand, long triangle. And then wrap that top hand behind you, drop the ear to the shoulder, relax your head. Breathing in and breathing out. Oh, really let the side of the neck go. Take the top arm up again, look down, find your balance, come back, warrior two. Inhale, parallel the feet, we've got a forward bend coming. Inhale, hands on hips, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward and down. Look through your legs at whatever's behind you. Fix your gaze on something. Look, squeeze and breathe. So fingertips on the floor or on blocks. Breathing in and breathing out. Commit to that gaze point. Squeeze mula bandha and turn up your breath. Pressing into the outer heels. So heels are one of the strongest bones in the body. All the standing poses really are rooting, anchoring through the heels. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, take the hands to the hips. Exhale there. Inhale, come all the way up. Shake out your feet. Okay, we're going to repeat that sequence. So warrior two, triangle. But we're going to add a little bit of gaze focus. So come into warrior two on the right leg. So remember, heels in line, back foot turned in. And you're going to look at your backhand this time. So still an awareness of what's in front of you. Look at your back fingers, so we're changing the drishti. Breathing in and breathing out. So without changing your gaze, you're still looking behind you. Straighten the front leg. You're not looking at it, you're just straightening the front leg. And you're going to reach forward, still looking behind you, and down for triangle. And your back arm comes up. Keep looking at your thumb. Palm turns towards the left. Triangle pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, so see your thumb. Keep your gaze to that bit of air right next to your thumb and wrap the hand behind you without looking. So we're doing the neck stretch again. Let it go. But your eyes are still trained to that spot in space. Breathing in. Breathing out, hearing the sound of the ocean breath. Okay, take that left hand to the hip. Look down. Place your hands either side of the front foot. Step the back foot in, and now the hips are level with the front of the mat, and they're wide. They're either side of the midline. And fold forward. So hands on blocks or on the floor. Fold forward for pyramid pose. Lovely leg stretch. We're going to add a little bit of a back stretch now. Bend the front knee, walk the fingertips forward. Have your blocks in front of you, or you can just use fingertips on the floor. Step your back foot in. We're going to float that back leg off. Maybe you can press into that standing leg more to take some of the weight out of the hands, and maybe the hands come alongside the body like wings. Squeeze your back body. So any of these stages, your fingertips might be on the floor on blocks. Keep looking down. And then with control, see if you can stand all the way up. Feet together, palms press. Very nice. Same on the other side. Taking your warrior two. And this time looking behind you. Breathing in. And breathing out. Keep your gaze fixed on your back hand as you straighten the front leg. Reach forward and down with your left hand, looking up at the top hand for triangle. And really feeling your feet, even though you haven't checked what they're like since we last moved. Tuning into your sense of yourself in space. Okay, so look at that spot where the thumb is. Keep your gaze there as we're going to wrap the hand behind you. Just grab the inner thigh or just take it anywhere behind you. Keep looking up. Squeeze and breathe. What does your whole body feel like in this pose? Where do you feel it? And when you're ready, gently take the right hand to the right hip, look down, frame the front foot with your hands, step the back feet in, so feet at hip distance apart, and fold forward. Pyramid pose. Here the looking spot is your big toe. Walk the hands forward, you may need to take your blocks with you. Step the back foot in and float the back leg off. Pressing down into the fingertips, pressing down into the front heel. Maybe your arms float alongside the body, out like wings. Warrior three, strengthening the back. And with control, see if you can stand all the way up, bringing that right knee up. Samastitihi, equal standing pose. Very nice. How are we doing? Let's come to the floor. See if you can sit down without using your hands. It doesn't matter, just give it a go. It's all great practice. Hip stretch. So take the right shin in front of the left or on top. On top is a little bit more of a stretch for the hips. But see where you are. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, hinging from the hips, fold forward. And then walk your hands out in front of you with a long spine still, pressing into the heels, fold forward. So pick a spot to look at when you've reached the end range of your movement. Look at the navel or on the floor in front of you. Somewhere where you can relax your neck. Squeeze your pelvic floor, gently engage and breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, walk the hands back up, switch sides. Left shin on top or in front. This is called fire log pose or ankle to knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, fall forward. Hearing the sound of you, sound of your own breath. Just information gathering about you, about the body. Breathing in and breathing out. So what we do is we create slightly intense feelings in certain parts of the body, and we send the breath there. We breathe bigger while we're in these intense sensations. So we're switching on or keeping the connection switched on, but we're also nourishing that area with the breath. So in yoga, breath and energy, prana, they are the same thing. And we're sending our awareness there. Okay. Take the soles of the feet together, knees out, Baddha Konasana. Inhale, sit tall. Sit on a block if you find the spine is, the pelvis is rolling back. Press the knees out. Squeeze the heels together. Squeeze the outside edges of the feet together. And really actively press the knees down and feel your spine rising up out of the bowl of your pelvis. Strong legs, long spine. It's pretty much a good mantra for every pose. Strong legs, long spine. Notice we don't say, leg behind the head or bendy legs or anything. Most of us need to get more stable and strong rather than flexible. And often what we think of tightness is actually weakness in the muscles. So getting strong is a really good starting point for our yoga practice before we attempt anything vaguely flexible. Okay, grab your big toes. Straighten out your legs. Lift the toes high. Take the chest forward. Oh, love this stretch. Really press through the heels. Love this sensation of floating on the sit bones. Doesn't matter if your legs are bent. We want to enjoy our yoga practice, enjoy our bodies. So it's not a stick to beat ourselves with as to whether we're flexible enough or whatever. We're just enjoying, taking a little tour and seeing what we can do and seeing what new corners we've opened up. And exhale, release. Let's take a forward bend here. Take the hands behind you, still sitting in that wide shape. Exhale, fall forward. Breathing in. And breathing out. It may be that you are sitting quite tall still until you develop the hip flexibility. That's absolutely fine. You just go to where you feel it. So the looking spot here is out in front of you. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking a side bend, sit tall, bending over to one side. And switch sides. Hug the knees in. Let's come to lying on your front, but we're going to get there with an arm strengthening move. So back into plank. So feel how much strength we need in the back of the body too, not just the front of the body. Push the floor away, broaden across the upper back. Now squeeze your glutes. Keep your glutes squeezed. Keep your mula bandha lifted as you start to bend your elbows. You can do this with the knees down if you prefer. We're all still working on arm strength. So bend your elbows halfway and take a breath there. My arms are shaking, that's absolutely fine. You're strengthening. And then lie all the way down. Locust, interlock your fingers behind the back, make a fist. Inhale, lift the head, chest and legs. Tuck the chin in so you're not cricking the neck. Squeeze everything in the back body. Toes touch if you can. Breathing in. And breathing out. And release. Make a pillow with your hands. Rock your hips from side to side. We're going to grab the feet. Reach behind you. Take the tops of the feet. And kick the hands into the feet. Use the feet to kick into the hands. Lifting all the way up, bow pose. See how much more of yourself you can lift off the floor. Stay with the intensity. Bringing in the breath to these parts of us that we don't normally feel throughout the day. Getting a stronger back. And then come down. Make a pillow. Rock your hips from side to side. Take the hands in line with the center of the chest. Lifting up and sit on your heels with the arms extended for extended child's pose. Breathing in. And breathing out. And here you can look at your navel or your feet. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, come onto your hands and knees. Take your right knee just inside your right wrist. We're going for pigeon. Move the shin towards parallel with the front of the mat. And now level off your hips. Sit tall. Point your toe. And just sink down into your hips. You might put some padding, a block underneath your right hip. And then walk the hands forward with hips level. So not rolling over onto the right. Fold down. If your knees are fragile and don't like pigeon, it's ankle to knee on your back like this. So here you can probably close your eyes, but take an inner drishti, an inner gaze point. That might be your third eye, the point between your eyebrows. It could be mula bandha, just somewhere inside to take your inner awareness. Inhale. Start to straighten the legs, sit tall. If you're on your back, join us seated for Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. Left foot outside right knee, just swing it around. Inhale, sit tall, and then taking a twist to the left. Long spine, strong legs, so pressing the legs down into the mat and the feet. And here your drishti is over your back shoulder, out of the corner of your eye. So this is also called eavesdropping pose, Matsyendrasana, named after an eavesdropper, an eavesdropping fish. Matsyendra was a fish and became the first yoga teacher. So, inhale, come back to center, and then simply swing that right leg behind you for pigeon on the other side, or take the version on your back. So first of all, puff up the chest, sit tall. Exhale, fall forward. What are you focusing on? Where's your inner drishti? This is a time where your to-do list probably wants to intrude. Just turn up your breath, squeeze mula bandha more. Fix your gaze inside. Okay, inhale, sit tall, puff up your chest again, and then swing that back leg around, taking the twist on the other side. Inhale. Lift the left hand, exhale, twist, looking over your right shoulder. And I find to get myself deeper into twists, I often have to just look more in the direction I want to go. It's amazing how your body will follow. Really just Stay looking in the corner of your eyes. Very nice. Derotate, come back to center. Take a little boat pose, holding the backs of the knees or straightening the legs. And then coming down, downward facing dog. Let's nod your head yes, shake it out no. Inhale deeply, exhale. Blubber your lips. And when you're ready, we've got about 30 seconds until our final relaxation. So anything that you like to do to get your practice finished. So if you have a shoulder stand practice or headstand practice, you can do that. I like to do some hip movements like this. You can do seated meditation. If you're doing seated meditation, you can take a little bit longer, of course. You can do that instead of Shavasana, our final relaxation, which is coming. And when you're ready, coming to lie down or stay seated in seated meditation for your final relaxation. We're going to be here for just a couple of minutes. Get warm, take an eye bag if you have one. Sometimes I like the sleeve of my top just over my eyes. Take a deep breath in and sigh everything out, feeling really heavy on the floor. Feeling this floor supporting you. So a lot of the time we tell ourselves, I don't have enough time. So you've just taken 45 minutes of your time to take a journey through your body to connect with yourself, and that's going to give you back time. It's going to give you information you can use, as well as hopefully making whatever you're doing next, making you feel lighter and more at ease. Instead of saying, I don't have enough time, for this next minute or so where you really don't have to do anything or be anywhere or be anyone, just say, I have all the time I need. I have all the time I need. If you can stay down a little bit longer, please take all the time you need. If you're ready to come out of your final relaxation, start to move your fingers and your toes, bringing some awareness back into your physical body as you roll over onto one side as if you're getting out of bed, and press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. We're going to close the class with one humming breath. Take your palms on your chest. We're going to breathe in and feel the vibration as we hum the breath out. Breathing in. Thank you so much, everyone, for practicing today. I hope you enjoyed that. See you again soon.